This is the Coach Calhoun Show featuring Fairmont State University men's basketball head coach Jared Calhoun. The show is presented by Little General and Valley Distributing.
All right, Coach, thanks again for sitting down with us here. Final homestand of the season here this week, a Thursday, Saturday schedule, just like it's been the last couple of weeks. First, I want to talk about last week. I'm sure you're thankful it's over. The 9-game winning streak comes to an end on Thursday in a loss to Wheeling Jesuit. And then you fall in a snowy West Liberty on Saturday. First on Thursday, it just didn't seem like much was going right for you guys against the Cardinals and the streak breaking there.
Yeah, I thought, Joe, we got off to a really bad start. What got us to this streak and 12 out of 13 wins was our attention to detail. We knew that Wheeling Jesuit was a great shooting team. They'd come in red hot, winning their last 8 out of 9 games. And I didn't think we did a very, very good job of following the scouting report. They got off to a very, very good start and came in here and were very confident. So it was a tough loss. You got to win your home games this time of year. So that's probably the most disappointing about that loss.
Mm-hmm. Then Saturday, you try to bounce back. It was a big game between obviously number 1 and number 2 teams in the conference. You got as close to 2 to West Liberty, but they go on a big run there in the second half and win the game. But Nick Carney was terrific in that one, 26 points, and you called him the best player in the league after the game. Just your thoughts on that game.
Yeah, Joe, I just wish some of the other guys would have showed up. I thought Nick played phenomenal. I was very, very proud of his effort. He rose to the occasion. I didn't think other guys in particular played too well. I thought Thomas struggled, Jamel struggled. That's our big three. When those 3 guys play well, we're very hard to beat. So when you have 1 out of the 3 guys have a good game, you're going to struggle. And I thought Sham and our guards really struggled guarding the basketball. So the last couple of days, we've done a better job of really zeroing in on getting better on the defensive end. For the week, we gave up 57% from the field. You're not going to beat very many teams giving up that. And then we also gave up 46% from the three-point line. So teams are red hot, made shots, but they made open shots. So, with our final 3 games, we've got to get better defensively. And we also got to rebound the ball. We were out-rebounded in both of those games and didn't give ourselves a chance to win.
You mentioned it on Saturday, and you kind of get that feeling that it's not the last time you're going to see the Hilltoppers. Talk about that and maybe with a possible rubber match coming up.
Well, we can only hope that we play ourselves into that situation. There's a chance we could possibly play them in the conference tournament, and then hopefully in the NCAA tournament when it really, really matters. We're right in the hunt. Regional rankings will come out later today, so hopefully we find ourselves in the top 8. I think we've done a great job of scheduling. I think our strength of schedule is number 1 in the region. There's some different other factors that we really learned from last year, not getting into the NCAA tournament. So as a staff, I think we did a great job scheduling this year.
With back-to-back losses this week, you would think that you're in some trouble. It did some damage in terms of your NCAA tournament hopes. But if you take a look at the rest of the league, everyone, it kind of appeared, was in the same situation. Glenville lost twice, Charleston lost twice this week, and really it didn't hurt you as much as maybe it could have.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Joe. Not only our league, but when you start looking at the CIAA, Bowie State and Virginia State both suffered losses. You look at the PSAC, a lot of teams lost in that league as well. IUP suffered back-to-back losses. They're a very, very good team out of the PSAC. So from a regional standpoint, we caught a break, but we have 3 games left. 2 out of 3 are at home. We've got to take care of business and start playing good basketball again, like we did for such a long period of time heading into conference tournament time.
Yeah, obviously that starts on Thursday night here in this building against Concord, a team that got you down there in Athens about a month ago. The good news is, though, Coach, you guys have been really, really good with the second time around against teams. You beat Glenville, you beat Charleston the second time around, and hopefully this one can be no different.
Yeah, Joe, I think it comes down to preparation. We've had real very, very good practices here the last couple days, today being the 3rd one. I like our chances when we have time to sit down and really get a scouting report together. The league's very, very hard. Playing West Liberty after coming off a loss to Wheeling on Thursday, really having 1 day preparation, really about 30 minutes to get ready for those guys is very difficult. When you have a week to get ready for them or any other opponent, 3-4 days, your guys have a better understanding of the game plan. So we'll see what happens on Thursday night.
Mountain Lions are one of the better teams in the league right now as of late. What do you see out of them that cause maybe some threats?
Well, the first thing is I think Kent McBride is Coach of the Year. I know Coach Crutchfield will probably win the league again, but he was picked to win the league. I think if you look where Concord was picked, Kent McBride has done the best job in this league, and that's not discrediting a lot of the other coaches, because I believe that Rob Summers has done a great job. I think Gary Nottingham at Wesleyan, and there's numerous other coaches, but I think Ken has got the most out of his team. I think he has a great point guard in Mike Boyd, great shooters, great inside presence in Terry Hopewell, and I think these kids have been in the league, and this team has been together now for 3 years. So I think an experience standpoint, that really helps their team.
Coach, you went from one streak here last week to now another, 2-game losing streak. All of a sudden, it just seems you're stuck on 17 wins. The pressure is on a little bit now for you guys, isn't it? But at the same time, the pressure of keeping that streak alive is over now, which has got to be more comfortable.
Yeah, Joe, you don't want to see any winning streak come to an end.
Right.
But at the same time, we control our own destiny as far as the NCAA tournament appearance. That's our ultimate goal. We want to get in the NCAA tournament, and we still have a chance to win a conference championship, tournament championship in Charleston. So we've got to close out with 3 games. This week is, a make or break week for us, but you have both teams at home. You got to get off to a good start, and you got to play some defense, and you got to rebound the ball.
It is the last homestand for 3 seniors, probably the most unique senior class you're ever going to have, really, at any school. You have Chase Morgan, who the town really fell in love with, and he did likewise. And then you have 2 D1 guys, kind of one-and-doneers here in the program. But still, could you talk about going to a little bit, those 3 guys, their last weekend here in Fairmont, playing at home?
Yeah, I think as a coach, you don't enjoy senior night because you really enjoy your kids. You realize it's the last time that those 3 guys are going to play in an organized game on your home floor. So it's a little bit bittersweet because I think these 3 seniors have had great impacts on our program. Obviously, Chase has been with us, our staff, the longest. He's made big shots throughout his career, provided great leadership this year, has won us a lot of games this year. So I know his goal is to get back to the NCAA tournament. That would be 2 out of 3 years for him, transferring over from Bluefield. He had 3 great years with us. Brandon Vega, a little bit different. He really provides great leadership in the locker room, being a senior, really taking a backup role to Sham. But there's been games where he's started, games where he's played 25, 30 minutes, games where he's played 12. Very, very difficult situation for him, but he's done a tremendous job. And then you look at Nick Harney, a guy that's really come in and had a great year scoring the basketball for us, had a great streak there of double-doubles, 4 or 5 in a row. A guy that I think should be up for Player of the Year with Seeger Bonifet. I think those 2 guys, from a stat standpoint, have really done a great job with their team. So it'll be interesting to see where he falls in that. But you talk about a guy that really took advantage of a great opportunity. We needed a post presence. He came in and provided that. And I know he'd love to get back in the NCAA tournament because he's played in a couple of them at the University of Akron.
All right, Coach, that's all I got for you. Good luck on Thursday, and we'll see if you guys can't build on that resume.
Thanks, Joe.
Tune in to timeswv.com on your computer or mobile device every Thursday at 7 p.m. for a new episode of the Coach Calhoun Show presented by Little General and Valley Distributing.